Hi everybody, Elena is here. So today I actually would be doing a little bit of an exception workout. I'll pretty much will demonstrate two exercises from physical therapy to stretch your hamstrings and to work a little bit of the hip joint and stretch it. And this workout, to be precise, these two exercises I actually made for my personal training client. And today, as you can see, I actually going to be using the resistant band. And also what we're going to need a thick mat or two towels to actually cushion your back. All right, let's begin. Here is what I want you to do. I want you to completely lie down into the mat. And I'm going to start with the left leg. So my right leg right now is bent into the knee. So you're going to lift the left leg up. You're going to wrap the band around the foot. It's about the middle of the foot. Perfect. You're going to keep the ends even, all right? While keeping your elbows into the mat, you're going to straighten the right leg, keeping the left foot flexed, all right? So the left leg is actually straight as it allows you to go. You're going to drop the leg down, touching the floor. You're going to bring it back and hold it for a second. And again, bring it down and bring it back. While you're doing that, make sure that you're completely lying down on the mat and that your elbows are on the mat themselves. Also make sure that the foot is flexed and you're going to bring the leg as far back as it allows you to go. We're going for 5 singles, that's the last one. You're going to drop the leg down to the floor, bring it up as far as it allows you to go, and you're going to really hold it here for a deeper static stretch. If your hamstrings are really, really tight, instead of 5 singles, you can actually go for 10. I'm going for 30 seconds hold right now. If it is too much for you, you can always hold it for 15 to 20 or even 10. You can go longer for up to a minute, depending how brave you are and how tight your hamstrings are. Now you're going to release the leg a little bit, making bend a little bit longer. We're going into the circles. I'm going for 10 one direction and 10 the other. We're going to keep the foot flexed. The back is into the mat. Very small circles, one direction. Bring the foot back and hold. And again, slow circle, one direction. Bring it back and hold for a second to get a little bit of an extra stretch for the hamstring. Make sure that you keep the foot flexed. You're going into the very slow circles. Perfect. And then your back is into the mat. If your back comes off the mat, it means the circles are a little bit too big for you. We have 3 more left this direction before we're going to switch. Stay with me, stay patient. And the last time this way. Now, you're going to really bring the foot back. Let's reverse it. And 1, really bring it back. And 9 more times. If this is too much for you, because actually 10 is a pretty advanced number, you can start with 5 to 7 circles. Because these exercises are physical therapy / Pilates. They're much more deceiving than they look. This one is actually very challenging. You can try for yourself if you don't believe me. And we have the last 3 times and the last 2. Stay tuned. And the last one. Now you're going to slowly release the band and we're going to switch the legs. So now the left leg is bent in the knee. The right one, you're going to bring the knee up. The foot is flexed. Wrap it around the middle of the foot. Remember the ends are even. Elbows are in the floor. So you're going to straighten the left leg. Keeping the foot flexed on the right leg. And the right leg as straight as it goes. Drop the leg down, bring it up and hold it for a second, and again bring it down and bring it up, hold, hold, hold. Every time you're bringing it up, try to bring it a little bit further to increase your flexibility and to really stretch the hamstring. And the last single, staying very, very strong here. Drop the leg down. Bring it up as far as it allows you to go. You can even make the bend a little bit shorter. You're just going to hold it here. I want you to really, really challenge yourself in this hold.
I want you to feel like somebody standing on your legs. I'm not kidding you. It is really, really important to get a deep stretch for the hamstrings because they're responsible for the health of your back. So you don't want your back to ache. A little bit longer. We have 10 seconds left. Remember, you can always hold for less or for more depending how far are you willing to go. You're going to release the band a little bit, so I'm going to go into the circles. Wherever you're ready, start with any direction you would like. Small circles, bringing back. 10 one direction and 10 the other. Also would like to tell you, if you feel a little bit more adventurous, you can actually make the circles bigger as the time goes by. So you can start with a very small and slow ones, and as you progress into the set, you can make them a little bit bigger. Make sure though that your back stays into the mat at all times though. This is very, very important. Again, if it does come up, it means you're going a little bit too low. And the last 2 times. And the last time. Now we're going to alternate the direction 10 times. And 1, bring the foot back and hold. And 2, making sure to really bring it back and hold it for a second. And 3. Keep everything tight. Your elbows are into the mat. And the last 6 times, staying very, very strong here. And the last 5. And the last 4. And the last 3 times. We're almost there. Stay with me. And the last 2. And the last 1. Perfect. I'm going to drop the band and come up.
So the stretches which I actually demonstrated, they're really, really good. If you have any problems with your hip, with your hamstrings, you have a seated job, or pretty much, I always use the stretches after the running, or if I'm really, really stressed out. They really work very well. As I said, this is a stretches and exercises from Pilates and physical therapy, and also a little bit of a quick summary how many reps we actually did. So here is what I did. I lied down on the back, and on each leg I went for 5 singles, so pretty much straight leg back lifts for the hamstrings. Then I held it in a static stretch for 30 seconds. If your hamstrings are really tight, you can actually go for 10 singles, and you can hold it less or more. So if you're a beginner, you can hold for 15-20 seconds. If you're more advanced and feel really, really adventurous, you can go up to a minute, but this is like really, really tough. All right, and then for the hips, I went to the 10 circles one direction and 10 the other, keeping the foot flexed, the leg is really, really straight. If you don't feel so adventurous, you can always start with 5 to 7 one direction and 5 to 7 the other, or you can increase the number of repetitions if you feel absolutely adventurous and very, very advanced. Again, if you would like to progress, you can start with the small circles, and then you can increase the range of motion, make them bigger as the set goes by. The only thing to watch out for is make sure that you really keep your lower back into the mat. So this was the video for today, and also stay tuned because I'm actually preparing a little bit of the gift for you for Christmas. Couple of days before Christmas, I'm gonna release a full length workout about 30 minutes long, so stay tuned.